Morning, everyone. Lake Danishmand. I'm an advisor to Rithmik. First of all, thanks to the funding agencies and to Micah for the support. You'll see a theme which is common with earlier presenters in much of what I have to say. There we go. So we have an amazingly tough demographic challenge ahead of us in the industry. In this particular context, we're looking at the demographic challenges that arise which impact reliability and maintenance, particularly of mobile equipment. Even people in the mining industry tend to be quite surprised when they realize that up to 50% of the OPEX in pit in a surface mine is directly related to reliability and maintenance. So we're talking massive costs. And if you have a workforce, for example, your electrician or mechanic who's trying to either diagnose an in-service breakdown or is trying to do some predictive maintenance, and now your workforce is effectively de-skilled, as it already is across certainly most of North and South America, we have a problem. And the problem translates into lower availability, lower equipment utilization, and higher costs. So what we're looking at, it really builds on Rithmik's core capabilities. So Rithmik has been addressing the AI ML data analytics for this fire hose of data that comes off the mobile equipment. And that to some extent is a solved problem. Getting adoption is the challenge. And what we've realized is you can lead the technician to the analytical insight, but not necessarily get them to act. And that has to do with not just the UI or the UX experience, but also this whole issue of trustworthiness and the ability for the end user, the technician, to query, why are you telling me to do this? So that this project, the SAMA project, builds right on top of our asset health analyzer and our asset performance analyzers. And it takes those insights, and rather than feeding them essentially in a vacuum to the end user, then uses technologies such as customized LLMs to provide the basis for building trust with the end user. And to make this very tangible, just the notional savings from these types of insights on a haul truck per year, we're talking about $1 million a year ballpark. That's notional, and I use the word notional because you've got to get people to act. So the SAMA project is focusing on closing that last yard to get across the goal line. So in terms of the ROI implications and the GHG implications, there are massive impacts by getting action taken on those insights. We're fairly well advanced here. The real challenge, which this funding will help us with, is to do some of the engagements, both with ingesting a lot of the contextual information and a lot of the documentation which underlines the autonomous maintenance advisor. So with that, happy to take further questions and discussion offline. Thank you.